Hey everyone, if you're studying HR, there's a tool you absolutely need to know about that's, well, completely changing the game. It's called HR Analytics. And honestly, it's what separates good HR from truly great HR, because it helps us move from intuition to data-driven strategy. So let's just dive right in. For a long time, a lot of HR decisions kind of felt like they were made inside a black box. A bit of a mystery, right? Well, today we're going to open that box up and see exactly what's inside. This really gets to the heart of it. For years, HR has been wrestling with these huge, crucial questions. You know the one, why are our best people leaving? And so often, the answers felt like pure guesswork. But HR Analytics changes all of that. Think of it as the tool that finally replaces that mystery with cold, hard evidence. So, what are we actually talking about here? At its core, HR Analytics is just a process. It's about using the employee data you probably already have to solve real-world problems. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful shift from making decisions based on feelings to making them based on facts. Okay, so how does it all work? It might sound a little complex, but I promise you we can break the whole thing down into just 3 core actions. And here they are. It really just boils down to these 3 steps. First, you collect the right data. Then, you analyze that data to find the story that it's telling you. And finally, you use that story to solve the problem. Collect, analyze, solve. That's pretty much the entire framework right there. Let's talk about step 1 for a second. Collecting data. The great thing is, this isn't about finding some new, obscure information. Nope, it's about using the data that companies already have. Things like performance reviews, employee surveys, even payroll info. Every single piece holds valuable clues that are just waiting to be uncovered. So once you have all that data, you move on to step 2, analyze. This is where you get to be a bit of a detective. You're sifting through everything, looking for connections, searching for patterns. Your whole goal is to connect the dots and find the story that's hidden inside all those numbers. And of course, finding that story brings us to the most crucial step of all, solving the problem. Because, let's be real, data without any action is just trivia, isn't it? The entire point is to use these insights to make real, tangible changes that actually improve the workplace. Okay, all that theory is great, but let's see what this looks like in the real world. I've got a quick story for you that shows these analytics in action. So, imagine a company has a pretty big problem. They're asking a question we hear all the time. Why are our absolute best employees leaving us after just 2 years? This is a huge issue. It's costing them money and they need answers fast. So they fire up the framework. They start with step 1, collect. They start gathering data from the exit interviews of the people who've left, and they also take a look at the performance reviews of those same employees. Next up, they analyze the data. And as they start connecting the dots, a really clear pattern emerges. The people who left weren't unhappy with their pay. It wasn't about their managers. They almost all said they felt stuck, like there was just no path for them to grow in their career. That's the light bulb moment. And finally, armed with that specific insight, they solve the problem. The company launches a brand new career development program. They create clear promotion paths, and they set up mentorship opportunities, all to show their employees that there is a future with the company. So you can see how this pretty simple process leads to a really powerful, super targeted solution. Now, let's just zoom out for a second and look at the big picture strategic payoff here. The most crucial point is this. HR Analytics moves the entire HR function away from relying on guesswork and toward making decisions based on solid strategy and evidence. It basically turns HR into a true strategic partner that can actually prove its value to the rest of the company. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is really all about. It's not just about the numbers and the charts. It's about using data to make better, fairer, and smarter decisions for people. And as a future HR leader, that's an incredibly powerful goal to be working towards.